Brenden Aaronson, the Medford Messi, is way out of this world. Leeds might be counting themselves lucky for getting him for 30 million euros. Questions have been asked about the caliber of MLS exports over the years and how they could adapt to the intensity of play, tactical elements, physicality, and the pressure of the Premier League. The 21-year-old American Aaronson has come under the spotlight for his recent performances, which could give us insights into the potential he has. We will be taking a look at his qualities as a player, his performances, and what he could bring to the United States men's national team. Just 3 months ago, fans were asking if Aaronson was ready to play for the EPL. Now, everyone is surprised at how the 21-year-old American has adapted to life in the Premier League. How exactly has he fared in the last weeks? Is he the future of the United States? After impressing in games against Everton, Brighton, Chelsea, Southampton, and Wolves, it appears that the world isn't ready for Brenden Aaronson. Let's take a look at his journey from Philly to Salzburg and now Leeds United. Brenden Aaronson became the second biggest American signing ever after his $30 million transfer to Leeds United this summer. Born on October 22, 2000, and raised in Medford, New Jersey, the midfielder's journey has been quite remarkable. Back in 2017, the 5'10" prodigy started out at Bethlehem Steel, where he made 21 appearances in the 2017-2018 season. After decent performances, he joined Philadelphia Union at the beginning of the 2019 season. Although he was signed as a backup, injuries and suspensions gave him first-team opportunities. Aaronson scored his first professional goal on his debut in March 2019. At the end of the season, he had 3 goals and 2 assists in just over 16,000 minutes of play. Aaronson's performance saw him finish second for 2019 MLS Rookie of the Year, earning a first-team call-up for the USMNT. 2020 would be his breakout season with 31 appearances across all competitions. His team finished the season with the best league record, winning the 2020 Supporters' Shield, which was their first trophy. This was the start of something new for Aaronson, who scored 4 goals that year. Before the end of the year, there were rumors that Aaronson would join Salzburg in the 2021 January transfer window. The player confirmed the rumors and thanked his teammates and the club for their support in an Instagram post. Although the transfer fee was undisclosed, his club announced that it was the highest transfer fee paid for an American homegrown player from MLS. The fee was rumored to be around $6 million plus $3 million in add-ons. Aaronson completed the season with 5 goals, 5 assists, and won his first piece of silverware after his club beat LASK in the Austrian Cup final 3-0. Following his 20 appearances in the 2020-21 season, Aaronson began his first full season at the club, knowing he was such a critical player for his team. He would go on to make 26 league appearances, for which he had 4 goals, 5 assists, and the Bundesliga title for his efforts, but it was the Champions League that the player would get his international recognition. The team finished second in the group stages in a group that had Lille, Sevilla, and Wolfsburg. In the round of 16, Salzburg earned a surprise 1-1 draw against Bayern Munich before getting thrashed 7-1 in the second leg. The American impressed with assists in both legs, and it was only a matter of time before he would be on the radar of bigger European teams. Leeds tried to sign Aaronson in the January transfer window, but couldn't reach an agreement with Salzburg. Things would come together after Leeds appointed fellow American and the player's former coach Jesse Marsch as their manager. After avoiding relegation on the last day, Leeds signed the player on a 5-year contract for £24.7 million on May 26 this year to join his fellow American Tyler Adams at the club. Aaronson told Sky Sports News,
"Yeah, I mean, I like to say I was a football addict growing up, watching these games and watching the Premier League games, it's just a dream to be here."
Former RB Salzburg player wasted no time and came close to scoring in his debut against Wolves, but had his strike ruled as an own goal on Wolves player Rayhan Ait-Nouri. However, he wouldn't be denied in the next fixture against Chelsea. In what was a remarkable play, Aaronson made a high press run before stealing the ball off Chelsea goalkeeper Edouard Mendy after the keeper hesitated in clearing the ball. The Leeds number 7 then calmly put the ball at the back of the net with the no-look finish to put Leeds 1-0 up, becoming the first American player to score for an American manager in the Premier League. Leeds eventually beat the Blues 3-0 in what was their first league win over Chelsea in 20 years. Aaronson's performance against Chelsea was simply beyond words. He covered almost every inch of grass at Ellen Road. As US teammate Weston McKennie once said about the relentless Aaronson, he is an annoying gnat, like a fly that you can't get out of your face. Aaronson followed his goal with an assist against Everton after setting up Luis Sinisterra for his first Premier goal as Leeds moved up the league table. But it's not just the goal or the assist that has gotten everyone talking. It's the kind of players Brenden Aaronson is. What exactly does he bring to the pitch? The Leeds number 7 is primarily an attacking midfielder. However, he can play in a range of roles up front, which is perfect for Jesse Marsch's formation. The intensity that the EPL demands make the American a great fit for the league considering his mentality. He is not one to shy away from challenges. Despite having a slender frame at 5'10" and 66 kilograms, he could charge at defenders that tower over him. Mix that with the quality and quickness he has with the ball at his feet, it's no surprise he has even earned the nickname the Medford Messi. Also, his vision is top-notch, and that is not social media hype. The stats are there to back it up. Aaronson has created more chances and completed more successful crosses than anyone else at Ellen Road and is already looking to repay his £24.7 million price tag. He has impressed fans and teammates in all aspects of play: successful dribbles, ball recoveries, duels, link-up play, and long balls. Still, there are areas where he could improve just a bit. With 2 yellow cards and just 5 Premier League appearances, he might want to work on his discipline just a little bit. Although he needs to be a bit more decisive in the final third. Playing in arguably the best league in the world is only going to further help the 21-year-old's development as long as he does not get injured. Perhaps having fellow Americans around him might have helped him to settle in a little faster, but one cannot take away credit from the efforts that Aaronson has put into becoming the player that he is today. With Christian Pulisic's continued challenges at Chelsea, it would not be too surprising to see Aaron with the armband for the USMNT in the near future. Meanwhile, an even bigger factor that could play a role in Aaronson's development is having a coach who has total confidence in him. The manager who rushed down the touchline and pumped his fist into the air after Aaronson's goal did not waste any time in throwing the new arrival into his starting 11 despite having other decent options. Aaronson and Tyler are just a small part of the talent wave currently being produced in the MLS, and just like Aaronson told NBC in an interview, it goes to show people around the world that Americans can play football too. Brenden Aaronson is definitely an exciting player to watch, and he could blossom to become one of the finest midfielders under Jesse Marsch. He just doesn't give up, and that's one of his biggest strengths. His spirit, desire, and willpower will be critical for his team if they are to make a statement in the Premier League this season. Also, Aaronson will be a key player for the US men's national team at the upcoming World Cup in Qatar. Whether as a starter or off the bench is yet to be seen. It's still too early to judge, but from all indications, the world is not ready for Brenden Aaronson, at least for now.